The oldest military honors of Spain existing today originated mainly at the time of the Islamic occupation of Spain. Historical orders of chivalry: Crown of Aragon, Cofradia de Belchite, Alfonso the Battler, King of Aragon. Orden de San Salvador de Monreal, Alfonso the Battler. Orden del Hacha, Ramon Barangay IV, Count of Barcelona. Orden de Montjoy, Rodrigo Alvarez. Orden de San Jorge de Alfama, Peter II. Orden de Santa Maria de la Merced, St. Peter Nolasco, supported by James I. Orden de San Pedro Martir, St. Dominic. Orden del Armino, Alfonso V. Crown of Castile. Orden de los Hermanos Hospitalarios de Burgos, Alfonso VIII. Order of Santa Maria de España, Alfonso X. Orden de la Escama, Alfonso XI. Orden de la Banda, Alfonso XI. Orden de la Paloma, John I. Orden de la Razón, John I. Orden de las Azucenas y de la Jarra, commonly known as Orden de la Terraza, Ferdinand of Antigua, Infante of Castile. Current orders of chivalry: the Catholic monarchs Queen Isabella I of Castile and King Ferdinand II of Aragon introduced a military honors system which was approved by the Pope Adrian V in 1523. They awarded titles and hereditary honors to nobles and soldiers. Of those titles only the following still exist today: Orden de Calatrava, St. Raymond of Fitero, first abbot of the Cistercian monastery of Fitero, 1158. Order of Santiago, King Ferdinand II of Leon, 1170. Order of Alcantara, St. Julian de Pereira, 1176. Orden de Santa Maria de Montesa y San Jorge de Alfama, commonly known as Orden de Montesa, King James II of Aragon and Pope John XXII, 1317. Orden de San Juan. Orden del Santo Sepulcro, dynastic order. The Insigne Orden del Toisón de Oro is a chivalrous order founded in 1430 by the Duke of Burgundy, Philip III of Burgundy. It was established in Spain by Philip II, although his father Charles I attempted to found it before him. Military decorations: Real y Militar Orden de San Fernando, Medalla Militar, Cruz de Guerra, Medalla del Ejército, Medalla Naval, Medalla Aérea, Cruces del Mérito Militar, Cruces del Mérito Naval, Cruces del Mérito Aeronáutico. Real y Militar Orden de San Hermenegildo, Cruz la Constancia en el Servicio, Cruz Fidelitas. Other military awards: Citation como distinguido, Mención honorifica, international military decorations. The Medalla al Servicio de la Política Europea de Seguridad y Defensa, the Medalla de las Naciones Unidas, the Medalla de la OTAN. Obsolete. Real y Militar Orden de María Cristina, Real y Militar Orden Naval de María Cristina, Medalla de Sufrimientos por la Patria, Medalla del Mutilado, Medalla del Sahara. Obsolete. International military decorations: the Medalla de Servicio de la Unión Europea Occidental. Civil decorations. Background: the Real y Distinguida Orden Española de Carlos III, established by Charles III in 1771 to decorate those having benefited Spain and her crown by the actions. It is the highest civil decoration that exists in Spain. The Real Orden de Isabel Católica, established by Fernand VII in 1815, to reward unflinching loyalty to Spain and the merits of Spanish and foreign subjects in benefit of the nation, and especially those services relating to the prosperity of the American and other overseas territories. The decoration is currently the responsibility of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The Orden del Merito Civil, established by Alfonso XIII in 1926 to reward the civic virtues of civil servants as well as the extraordinary services to the nation of Spanish and foreign subjects. It too is currently the responsibility of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Politics and AMP Justice. The Orden de la Cruz de San Raimundo de Penafort, established in 1944 to reward relevant merits performed by those persons involved in the administration of justice and for the contribution and study of all branches of law and for the untarnished services to judicial activities under the responsibility of the Ministry of Justice. Depende de la Subsecretaría de Justicia a través de la División de Tramitación de Derecho de Gracia y otros Derecho. Y dentro de la Orden existen diversas cruces y medallas. The Orden del Mérito Constitucional, established by Felipe González's government in 1988 to reward those persons who distinguished themselves by the services to the Constitution and of the values established therein. It can be awarded both to persons or organizations. The Orden de Cisneros, founded in 1944 to reward political merit. It is one of the least known decorations still in existence today. The Real Orden de Reconocimiento Civil a las Víctimas del Terrorismo, created in 1991, in order to honor those killed, wounded or kidnapped by terrorists. It consists of a grand cross that can be awarded posthumously to the deceased and a commendation for those injured and kidnapped. The Medalla de Oro del Senado. The Medalla de Oro del Congreso de los Diputados. Culture and AMP Society. The Orden Civil de Alfonso X el Sabio, founded in 1945 with the aim of to reward relevant merits in the fields of education, science, culture, higher education and research. In 1988 this order replaces the Civil Order of Alfonso XII. The Orden de las Artes y las Letras de España. The Real Orden del Mérito Deportivo. The Medalla al Mérito en la Investigación y en la Educación Universitaria. The Medalla al Mérito Filatélico. The Medalla al Mérito de la Radioedición. The Medalla al Mérito en las Bellas Artes. Social Affairs. The Orden Civil de la Solidaridad Social, established in 1988 to replace the old Orden de Beneficencia with the aim of recognizing persons or organizations, both Spanish and foreign, having distinguished themselves in promoting or performing activities related to social welfare. The Orden Civil de Sanidad, created in 1943 to replace the old Cross of Epidemias, to the end of rewarding service and merit in the ambit of medical care or in the course of assistance in fighting epidemias. The Orden al Mérito del Plan Nacional sobre Drogas, established in 1995. It comprises 3 levels. Gold medal, for those who have distinguished themselves in the performance of their activities or for achievements of special significance or importance, or that entailed a risk to the life, both in prevention, assistance, reinsertion or in combating drug trafficking as well as its consequences or derived illicit earnings. Silver medal, for those having carried out or carrying out noteworthy activities with continued dedication and solidarity in the above-mentioned areas, taking into account the real results. White Cross, for those having shown exemplary and significant dedication in the above-mentioned areas. The Orden Civil del Mérito Medioambiental, created in 2009 to reward persons and organizations for eminent services or outstanding actions for nature conservation, natural heritage and biodiversity preservation, the fight against climate change, environmental quality, the defense and promotion of the marine water and continental resources, sustainability and, in general, initiatives on environmental protection. The Medalla al Merito Social Penitenziario, introduced in 1996, intended to reward those individuals or institutions that have contributed to the prison rehabilitation. The Medalla de Honor de la Emigración, the Medalla y Placa a la Promoción de los Valores de Igualdad, the Medalla de la Seguridad Social, the Distinciones de la Cruz Roja Española, the Medalla del Donante de Sangre, Security, the Orden del Mérito del Cuerpo de la Guardia Civil, the Orden del Mérito Policial, the Medalla al Mérito de la Protección Civil, the Medalla al Mérito de la Seguridad Vial, the Medalla al Mérito Penitenciario, the Condecoration a la Dedicación al Servicio Policial, Socioeconomics, the Orden Civil del Mérito de Telecomunications y de Sociedad de la Información, the Orden Civil del Mérito Postal, the Orden del Mérito Agrario, Pesquero y Alimentario, the Medalla y Placa al Mérito Turístico, the Medalla y Placa al Mérito del Transporte Terrestre, the Medalla y Placa al Mérito de la Marina Mercante, the Medalla al Mérito en el Trabajo, the Medalla al Mérito en el Seguro, the Medalla y Placa al Mérito en el Comercio. Regions: the Medalla de Andalucía, the Medalla de las Cortes de Aragon, the Medalla de Asturias, the Medalla de Oro de Canarias, the Medalla de Oro de las Islas Baleares, the Medalla del Parlamento de Cantabria, the Medalla de Extremadura, the Medalla de Oro de Castilla-La Mancha, the Medalla y Placa al Mérito Deportivo en Castilla-La Mancha, the Medalla y Placa al Mérito Sanitario en Castilla-La Mancha, the Medalla al Mérito en la Iniciativa Social de Castilla-La Mancha, the Medalla de Castilla y León, the Medalla al Mérito Profesional de Castilla y León, the Medalla de las Cortes de Castilla y León, the Medalla al Mérito Parlamentario, Castilla and León, the Medalla d'Or de la Generalitat de Catalunya, the Premier Creu de Sant Jordi, Catalonia, the Medalla de Galicia, the Medalla Castellao, Galicia, the Medalla de la Rioja, the Orden del 2 de Mayo, Merit Order of the Community of Madrid, the Medalla de la Comunidad de Madrid, the Medalla de la Región de Murcia, the Medalla de Oro de Navarre, the Cruz de Carlos III el Noble de Navarre, the Guernica Arbalaran Guruzia, Cruz del Arbol de Guernica, Medal of Basque Country, the Lan Honorica Ripamina, Basque Country, the Lagund Honorica Ripamina, Basque Country, Distinciones de la Generalitat Valenciana, the Orden de Germà el Conqueridor, Valencian Community, Autonomous Cities, the Medalla de la Autonomía de Ceuta, the Medalla de la Ciudad de Melilla. Others: the Orden de las Damas Nobles de María Luisa, the Medalla Plus Ultra, the Medalla al Mérito en el Aforo, Spanish Confederation of Savings Banks Medal. Obsolete orders: the Real y Militar Orden de España, Joseph Bonaparte, the Orden Civil de Maria Victoria, King Amadeo, the Orden Civil de Alfonso XII, Alfonso XIII, officially replaced by the Civil Order of Alfonso X, the Wise, the Orden de la República Española, Second Republic, the Orden Imperial de Lugo y las Flechas, Francisco Franco,